Welcome back. Now, housing sales have dipped across 9 major cities in the first quarter of this fiscal compared to the previous quarter. They have fallen by 18%. I'm now joined by Samir Jasuja, founder and CEO of Prop Equity, which has come out with this report. Hi, Samir. Thank you very much for joining us. Samir, to begin with, Samir, to begin with, what do you think is driving this dip in sales? Now, do you think the hike in property prices may have had a part to play, especially, in a city like Mumbai and Hyderabad also, which has seen perhaps the sharpest decline?
No, not really. I think there are other factors that have led for the new launches having come down by 7% and absorption having come down by 18% in the top tier 1 cities. The main reasons are that we had the highest ever sales in the previous quarter. The second reason is that quarter 2 is usually a slow quarter compared to all the other 3 quarters. And fourthly, that this was the election quarter. So election does have an impact with respect to new launches, and lower the new launches, lower the sales. So if the decline of new launches has been 7%, so that's played a role. The election quarters played a role. And we are comparing ourselves to the previous quarter, which was the highest ever in the history of real estate sales, which was roughly about 130,000 units. Now, Hyderabad has come down because Hyderabad over the last 10 years has gone up from 20,000 units a year to 100,000 units of launches a year. It has been a historical high, and 5x has been the growth. Whereas in NCR, for example, we had launches of about 150,000 units a year in 2010 to 2012, and they've come down to 25,000 units a year. So you have to look at city by city wise. And when you look at city by city wise, there are certain cities which have done very well over the last 3 years, and there has to be a dip because you just can't keep on going higher and higher. Whereas if you look at NCR, the market has doubled because the supply has been so low. And when you look at the population, NCR is a population of 35 million compared to Hyderabad, which is a population of maybe 8 million to 10 million. So, these are all the factors that have contributed to a city like Hyderabad's numbers going down, whereas NCR's numbers have gone up.
I was going to come to that. NCR numbers actually up by 7%. What's the story there?
And like I said, that, NCR over the last 10 years, the supply in the market has gone down by 80%. So we're just about recovering and catching up. And as I was mentioning to you, that NCR has a population of 35 million, and we are launching 25 to 30,000 units a year in this region compared to other cities like Hyderabad, which is about 90,000 units, Pune, which is about 100,000 units a year, Thane, which is also another 90 to 100,000 units, and their population is 1/5 or 1/3 the size of NCR. The reason why NCR has been so low is because the developer consolidation has happened over the last 5 years, and it's the highest. B, that execution delays and a lot of projects got stalled here. So the investor confidence and the end user confidence was much lower compared to other cities. And of course, because of that, the prices have appreciated the most over here. And even then, the absorption has been almost 100% higher compared to last year because there's just no supply.
Now, in the past 3 years, of course, we've seen a considerable growth in the housing market. Would you see these numbers that, you have come in with as perhaps signs of some amount of fatigue, or, do you think that maybe it's too early to suggest that?
This is a very interesting question, and nobody's really looked into this question in 2 aspects. When we look at real estate markets doing really well, you need to look at the supply having increased, how much is the supply increased, and how much has been the price appreciation. So just to share with you, the price appreciation in the top tier cities, tier 1 cities in the last 3 years has been almost 50 to 100%. So the market, which was 3 lakh crores, has become 6 lakh crores. So that's primarily due to price appreciation. If you look at the supply, in 2010, we were supplying almost 380,000 units. That 380,000 units after 15 years has gone to 450,000 units, which is hardly an increase of 15% over the last 10 to 15 years. So when you look at supply, and when the market says that the real estate market has hit through the roof and it's really doing very well, it is. But comparatively to other industries, the new launches or the new units that have been added on are not as much as the role that has been played by price appreciation.
All right. Thank you very much, Samir, for joining us and bringing to us that report. And not just that, actually breaking it down for us as well. Samir, thank you.
Pleasure.